Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland and one of its 32 council areas. Edinburgh is Scotland's second most populous city and the seventh most populous city in the United Kingdom. Recognized as the capital of Scotland since at least the 15th century, Edinburgh is the seat of the Scottish Government, the Scottish Parliament and the highest courts in Scotland. The city's palace of Holyrood House is the official residence of the monarch in Scotland. The city has long been a center of education, particularly in the fields of medicine, Scots law, literature, philosophy, the sciences and engineering. It is the second largest financial center in the United Kingdom, and the city's historical and cultural attractions have made it the UK's second most visited tourist destination, attracting 4.9 million visits, including 2.4 million from overseas in 2018. Edinburgh's official population estimates are 488,000 in mid-2016 for the Edinburgh locality. The city is the annual venue of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland. It is home to national cultural institutions such as the National Museum of Scotland, the National Library of Scotland, and the Scottish National Gallery. The University of Edinburgh, founded in 1582 and now one of three in the city, is placed 16th in the QS World University Rankings for 2022. The city is also known for the Edinburgh International Festival and the Fringe, the latter being the world's largest annual international arts festival. Historic sites in Edinburgh include Edinburgh Castle, the Palace of Holyrood House, the churches of St. Giles, Greyfriars and the Canongate, and the extensive Georgian New Town built in the 18th to 19th centuries. Edinburgh's Old Town and New Town together are listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which has been managed by Edinburgh World Heritage since 1999. The historic centre of Edinburgh is divided in two by the broad green swathi of Princes Street Gardens. To the south, the view is dominated by Edinburgh Castle, built high on Castle Rock, and the long sweep of the Old Town descending towards Holyrood Palace. To the north lie Princes Street and the New Town. The West End includes the financial district with insurance and banking offices, as well as the Edinburgh International Conference Centre. The New Town was an 18th century solution to the problem of an increasingly crowded city, which had been confined to the ridge sloping down from the castle. In 1766, a competition to design a new town was won by James Craig, a 27-year-old architect. The plan was a rigid, ordered grid which fitted in well with Enlightenment ideas of rationality. The principal street was to be George Street, running along the natural ridge to the north of what became known as the Old Town. To either side of it are two other main streets, Princes Street and Queen Street. Princes Street has become Edinburgh's main shopping street and now has few of its Georgian buildings in their original state. Like most of Scotland, Edinburgh has a cool, temperate, maritime climate, which, despite its northerly latitude, is milder than places which lie at similar latitudes, such as Moscow and Labrador. The city's proximity to the sea mitigates any large variations in temperature or extremes of climate. Winter daytime temperatures rarely fall below freezing, while summer temperatures are moderate, rarely exceeding 22 degrees Celsius. The highest temperature recorded in the city was 31.6 degrees Celsius on 25th July 2019 at Gogambang, beating the previous record of 31 degrees Celsius on August 4th, 1975 at Edinburgh's airport. Edinburgh has the strongest economy of any city in the United Kingdom outside London and the highest percentage of professionals in the UK, with 43% of the population holding a degree level of professional qualification. According to the Centre for International Competitiveness, it is the most competitive large city in the United Kingdom. Edinburgh Airport is Scotland's busiest airport and the principal international gateway to the capital, handling over 14.7 million passengers. It was also the sixth busiest airport in the United Kingdom by total passengers in 2019. Travel in Edinburgh is undertaken predominantly by bus. Lothian Buses, the successor company to Edinburgh Corporation Transport Department, operate the majority of city bus services within the city and to surrounding suburbs, with the most routes running via Princes Street. Edinburgh Waverley is the second busiest railway station in Scotland, with only Glasgow Central handling more passengers. On the evidence of passenger entries and exits between April 2015 and March 2016, Edinburgh Waverley is the fifth busiest station outside London. Festivalul anual din august din Edinburgh. Deci dacă vă puteți imagina câtă lume este pe bulevardul ăsta. Foarte mulți performeri de stradă. Și e lung bulevardul ăsta, e lung. Plin de fel și fel de oameni cu idei, să le spun așa, care fac spectacole mai mult sau mai puțin reușite, da? În principiu sunt reușite. Magicieni de ăștia, nebunie, nebunie, da. Așa arată o zi de duminică în Edinburgh. Suntem în Edinburgh, pe ceas de seară. Este aproape de ora 10. Dar lumea, după cum vedeți, se simte cotrobăim și noi puțin pe aici prin zonă, pentru că abia am ajuns, ca să ne facem o idee despre ce oferă acest oraș. Pe centru vechi, prin Edinburgh, și am văzut din stradă și am auzit